So, it's definitely been a while since we've had a chat about BattleBit here on the channel, but that doesn't mean that we don't have stuff to talk about. A few things have been happening for the game behind the scenes, some of which are coming to light for us to enjoy right now, and also in the very near future. G'day there once again viewers, your mate Kamikaze78 here, and today we've got some BattleBit news to go over, including some details on what we have to look forward to again in that very near future. So yeah gang, as we said, it's certainly been a while since we sat down and had a chat about our favourite low-poly FPS game. And apologies for that by the way, we released a little update video a few days ago talking to where I'd been and all that fun stuff, which I've left on a card on your screen for those who are interested and haven't seen that video yet. But getting back on topic here, BattleBit's developers are still steaming ahead, and while it may look like a bit of a quieter period right now on the surface, there's a lot of work going into the game to further improve the balance, the core experience, and there's even some news of potential events on the horizon as well. Just yesterday, at the time of writing this video, we got a new update for the game, update 2.2.1, and while it wasn't the biggest update content-wise that's ever hit the game, there's still a lot to be excited about here. First and foremost, one of BattleBit's least played maps out there, Dusty Doo, has received a top-to-bottom rework. For those who aren't familiar with the map, I wouldn't blame you. It was one of the rarest maps to get selected in the voting rotation, and it was defined by the big ol' messer in the center of the map, which basically turned it into a big ol' ring around the rosy game for most players, and for snipers who managed to get up on the center messer, it was heaven. It wasn't exactly the best dynamic for a good gameplay experience. But now, that big old ugly messer is gone. Kaput, sent to the Shadow Realm. This is the new layout for the map now, and as you guys can see, it's going to play in a far more dynamic way. At least, I think it will. The center area of the map has been replaced by a King of the Hill style objective that offers key oversight and access to all other objectives on the map, but due to its position on the map, it's going to generate a lot of attention, which should produce some high-octane and fast-paced combat, I think. Also, I think our support mains with their fortifications and their LMGs are going to have a straight-up field day on this objective. More towns have been placed on the map, fronting as additional objectives, and the oil refinery and mineshaft POIs do make a return in this version of the map as well, with some updates too. The fog has been reduced across the board, which will help with visibility, which will go a long way to make the map feel a little bit less awkward to play on. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this map in due time, which may take me a while because, yeah, look, I'd be lying if I said the offering of servers in the OCE region was booming right now, but hopefully that fixes itself in due time. Beyond the map updates though, update 2.2.1 also brought about a complete and total rework to the barrel and underbarrel attachment slots. Like, across the board, folks. Basically, every attachment has received some form of balance or a total redesign. Obviously, some are more drastic than others. For example, folks, from what I can see, the heavy barrel and the long barrel no longer provide a damage boost to weapons, full stop, which obviously has a significant impact on a lot of the meta builds that were out there for some of the guns in the game, which is going to have flow-on effects for quite some time now. We are going to be doing a follow-up video diving into a bit more detail about the attachment options rework and what's happened to them and all that fun stuff, so get subscribed if you haven't already for that. It's going to be a lot of info in that video and I look forward to sharing it with you guys. On top of that, we've also seen zoom levels added to the menu for all optics in the game, so you can get an accurate readout of what exactly the magnification is that you're dealing with. This was a particularly needed update on the medium range optics, which had zoom ranges that varied from 2x to 4x, but no real indicator as to which was which. So a real nice quality of life update there, it goes without saying. And on that note, another little quality of life update that's gone in this update as well is that C4 has had its stickiness, if you could call it that, reduced when dealing with environmental assets like walls, floors, ceilings, and pieces of cover. So now you'll be less likely to see yourself in the middle of a fight throwing C4 and it accidentally getting stuck on, say, a windowsill or a door frame. C4 is maintaining its level of stickiness when it comes to vehicles, so that's still going to behave as you would expect it to, but in general, I'm actually really a big fan of this change. It's going to make using C4 in the game feel a little bit more intuitive and a little bit less clunky overall. Now, those were the bigger talking points from this update that you can get your mitts on right now, and sure, it's not the most groundbreaking and exciting update the game has done yet, but normally that insinuates that the developers are working on some pretty big things for future updates. And well, we've gotten a bit of a sneak peek as to what the devs are working on here in the long run, and it's exciting, I must say, folks. First and foremost, a new game is in the works that is apparently going to play similar to that of Battlefield 1's Operations game mode. Not gonna lie, definitely an experience I wasn't really expecting to see to come to BattleBit anytime soon, but I'm also not disappointed to hear that it's coming. I always enjoyed the Operations mode in Battlefield 1, and while I may be someone who's typically all about schmooving my way around battles, trying to score insane amounts of kills, there's something about getting immersed into a multi-stage battle across multiple fronts that just hits different at times. Well, I say that, but I guess one can also only get so immersed when your main characters look like they belong on an old school VHS tape recording. But I digress. It's cool to see the devs working on this more, I want to say large scale, maybe even cinematic game mode to keep things interesting. And I'm keen to see what they cook up here and how it's going to interact with the current content offering in the game. We also know that the game's skin system is undergoing some major work and is looking to make some great progress as well. The game's skin progression is basically getting reworked to really put more of those exciting skins at the higher levels and even the higher prestiges to really add some value to the progression system for long-term players. But on top of that, work is also being done so that skins can be applied to different models for the same weapon. So, for example, say you have the Supporter Pack M4 model, you will be able to start equipping skins to it in due time. At least that's the vibe I got from the most recent devcast that I've gone back and watched over. It looks like same may go for even some of the content creator skins as well, so you'll get the unique model, but you might be able to start camouflaging them on top of that, which, if that's the case, sounds like a really, really cool idea, actually. And by doing that work there, it looks like it's going to go a long way in making it easier to add more skins to the game in the future, which will obviously go a long way for such a small dev team. Anything they can do to streamline that process is obviously great for the game because it speeds up the development pace. In addition, the developers have confirmed that a lot of work as of late has been going into the preparation for some big events for BattleBit Remastered. We aren't entirely sure what that means just yet, but I have some guesses as to what it may be. But that's for another time and another video as it gets officially announced. So yeah, not the longest video for you guys today in the world of BattleBit updates, but there is still some exciting stuff happening here, and I hope you guys are as keen for it as I am. Obviously, guys, it's been a while since I've done a video like this, and if you've made it this far, trust me when I say I really appreciate the support. It does feel good to be back, and it feels good to be slowly getting back into the groove and getting some content out to you guys. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff happening in the first-person shooter space right now, and I plan on covering a lot of that, so yeah, looking forward to bringing you guys some of that too in due time. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to backhand the like button as it does go a long way, and be sure to stop by our Twitch streams over at twitch.tv/kamikaze78. It'd be great to have you guys there as well. Once again, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Please take care. Have a good one, guys.